Welcome back. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Let's dig in and do a quick update on Bitcoin in the last handful of hours since I last recorded it. This is TradingView on the 1 hour time frame chart. The yellow vertical dash line is where I last recorded, and let's take a look at see what happened. So when I last recorded, I'm gonna move this so we don't see the future yet. Last recorded, we had the candle half the size. It was white or green on your chart, and it was in the middle of the Bollinger Band. So that's kind of like, okay, it's neither bullish, overbought or oversold. Volume was pretty much horizontal, consolidating, but still low. On the KDJ line, the J, which is the leading indicator for the other two, it was dropping and pinching together with the other two. And that, with the trend down, that's more bearish. And I mentioned that in the last video. On the MACD, MACD is, you can see that the MACD line, white line, is above the red signal line. But it was leveling off. It was more level off than it shows here because the candle was half the body size. So it was bullish, but leveling off, signaling a potential reversal, or at least potential reversal. Down here you have the RSI, which is red, and at the time it was kind of going horizontal but peaking slightly up. And then we have the CVD, cumulative volume delta line. It was kind of going sideways pretty much, but the momentum indicator was trending up and above the other two. That's slightly bullish, like I mentioned in the last video, but confusing because we want to see all of them trending up at the same time if that's bullish. But right here there's mixed signals. So basically we have some bearish, slightly bearish signals, and we have slightly bullish signals, but that could be changing. Then we have some mixed signals down here, with some slightly bullish signal, but the rest were kind of like confused. So what happened? Let's move forward. Since that time, what happened was the price went up, and it reached to just above 36,000, 36.1 or so, and then it dropped back down. So how do we use this information and how do we learn from it? So here it pinched, right? So it looked like it was going down. Price could potentially go down because of the slope of the J line here, but we don't know yet because sometimes it bounces, right? And just like it did here, it bounced, but we don't know that yet. So what do you do in that kind of situation where you have bullish and bearish signals? You wait for an hour or so, or half an hour, whatever you want, and until you get confirmation. If we waited for an hour, you can get confirmation that the J line would bounce off from here and trend it up. You see that? It went up. I wonder how I can zoom in on Windows here. I'll figure that out later. Because I don't know if you can see this on your smartphone or like on your laptop, because it's pretty small, and this is a 4K screen here. And then going down further, if we waited an hour, we would see that the MACD line will continue to go up instead of leveling off like it showed that it could do. It went continue to go up and stayed above the signal line. So more bullish right there. And here, the momentum kept going up. RSI went up a little bit further. Cumulative volume delta remained somewhat flat, but slightly up. So just wait in 1 hour, we'll get that confirmation. And that's where you would make your decision, because now you have more confirmation for bullish in the short term than you do anything bearish. There wasn't really anything bearish there. So that's something that you might want to consider when you are in a situation where various signals tell you different things. Then you wait. probably the best move. And here also you can see we had a channel up here because price was ranging in this area, and then it broke through the top resistance line on this channel. So that was very bullish. On this candle here, on the this candle right here, third candle, it reached almost to it, and then here it broke right through it. Here it went above. Here it sustained. So the trend line was there, confirming all these stuff. So if you enter here, that would have been a good move. As far as if you were gonna long for like that short period of time. So that's what happened, and then price went up, maxed out, went back down. So here I'm gonna readjust this channel, upper channel, because it put in a new range for this short period, which matches up with this other period back here. So I'm going to adjust that and leave it there for now. Let's go to this liquidation level map from High Block Capital. And you can see here, I'm going to zoom down. Here, before, we were at $9.2 billion difference between the shorts and the long. This is saying that it's red, saying that there are more shorts. Well, right now it's 9 point. Oh, here we go. Let me move it to a more current time, 9.0. It was 8.8 earlier when I looked at it. But it's saying that there are roughly $9 billion more in short liquidation than there are long liquidations. And you can see that on the map here. These right here are all shorts that could get liquidated. These right here, these levels. That means if price went up, they would slowly get liquidated. And up here, this is around 43.5K. That was, and down here are the long liquidations. And these only show 25x, 50x, and 100x liquidation levels. There are others, and these are just showing the extremes, 25, 100, and 50s. So let's zoom in and look at that time frame and see what happened. So we left off here when we were recording. So let's zoom in. And this color chart is different than the other one that I showed previously. And the reason is because the other one was acting a bit flaky. And it kept disappearing on me. So I went back to the beta version here. The other one's alpha. So price was somewhere around here. And it rose up, cleared out this short liquidation level here. And then I want to zoom in some more here. Let's see how. Yeah, I can't drag this thing. That's not going to help. Let's just go back. Yeah, I love the data from High Block Capital, but the interface could be significantly improved. And they're working on it. Love those guys. Okay, so let's take a look here. Price was somewhere around here when I last recorded. And then it rose up to here. Let's see what happened. It rose up to here, cleared out this liquidation level right here. See that? This was entered on the 22nd. And then it went up, cleared that out. That was 50x at $47 million. And then some levels here. Price did drop here. It cleared out this short too. That was entered like just right around that time. This short was entered right around that time, got cleared out. That was 55 million. This one was 64 million. Cleared those out. And then as it rose, it cleared out this one. Look at this one. These guys came in, these shorts came in right around this time. Literally, like the price going up. They're like, oh yeah, it's gonna go down. They enter their short positions, and not too long after got liquidated. So this was at this time zone is different than my time zone, so I'm just gonna use the time zone that it says here. On the 23rd at 8:13. I'm not sure if that's UTC time or not. I'm waiting for confirmation from High Block Capital. So they went here as price was rising. They went short, and then they got cleared out within roughly just above an hour. They got cleared out. 55 million, 64 million, and here's another one. This was 100x here at 42 million. All these guys came in right around here, got liquidated right around here as price went up. Topped off here. Price went down some more. I think there was one here that got liquidated too. Shorts got liquidated right here. Someone entered a short level here for 100x at $65 million. Got liquidated when the price went up in just like right in that time frame, like within minutes, I believe. Crazy. So price went right here. Someone entered a long position here, thinking right here when price was right here. They thought price was gonna go up from here. What happened was shortly later, that was a long, by the way. Later on, prices went down. Let's see, this was 10:05. This was 12:24. So within roughly 2 hours, they got liquidated. Price went up, cleared out some more liquidations that were entered prior. This one was a short, cleared that out, cleared out this one too. Long, they went long here. Price was up here, they went long, and they got liquidated. So price dropped, cleared out additional liquidations here. This is a 100x. No, that's a 50x. That's an orange. 47 million, 46 million. That's a 50x. Here's a 50x too, 90 million. So as price dropped, cleared out some of these recent liquidation levels here. Cleared them out. Here's another one that entered after, and here, this one is a long. They enter a long here, and more than likely they can get liquidated soon. This one was a 50x at 92 million. What I'm showing you here is this: when Bitcoin is trading in a range, let's go back. When Bitcoin is trading in a range like this, it is so. I hate to call people dumb, but they're not dumb. Their moves are not. Their moves are dumb. They're not dumb. Their moves are dumb. You know, like if it's trading in a range and you enter in a range, and that you could clear you out. Literally, you can just look at this. It's just going up and down like this. So, just like asking to get wrecked. You know, so here, this is where the price is right now. Right, and this is Binance alone, where they have they hold the most derivatives. This is where the price is now. If it drops, it'll clear out these longs here, and they're not that big of a drop. This is 34,992K, so 34.9K, and that's right here. We're currently right here, roughly around 35.2. That's not a sharp drop. More than likely, this thing can get cleared out within, however many hours. This one's gonna get cleared out. This is the only short that's in this range right here. So this is the shortest distance, but it could clear out both of these zones right here in this zone. Yep, because it's gonna range. So let's take a look at the perpetual futures and see what's going on. The yellow line here marked where I last recorded. You can see the price go up and drop back down. And open interest, you can see it went up slightly and then went back down. But notice that the drop here, we were at on the 20th, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We were the open interest backed by stablecoins was at roughly around 8.2 billion. Now it's in roughly around 6.6 billion. And so it's dropped over time, and then but from the last time I recorded, it rose up slightly and pretty much going sideways at around 6.1 billion. On the open interest that's backed by coins or Bitcoin, for example, it did the same thing, drop over the last few days, and then now it's going sideways, sitting at roughly about 3.9 billion. So that's combined, we have roughly around 9 billion together. That's still in open interest on Bitcoin. Over here on the predicted funding rate, both of these funding rates are aggregates. So predicted funding rate, it was in the negative funding rate for a bit, and then you can see the taper off, and now it's predicted to go positive here. And here you can see it just flips, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, and it's trending positive here. So that's just indicating that previously since let's say last night at around 11 p.m. It's been negative funding, meaning shorts pay long to hold their positions, and now it's going more towards neutral here. But more than likely, shorts are going to still continue to pay longs until it flips positive. And just so you know, 0 on here it looks like at the neutral line, but in reality, on most exchanges, 0.01 is the average neutral. That can be confusing. So that's pretty much perpetual futures here. That's not, it's gonna range. They're gonna liquidate some shorts, they're gonna liquidate some longs, but in small amounts, nothing major. It's gonna increase when open interest starts climbing again. That's where you see more volatile actions. Let's look at the heat map and see what's going on with the heat map. This is Coinbase Pro. That's not what we want. Let's take a look at the this is aggregate heat map from bookmap.com. This one right here, you can see the increase, and then the increase in price, and then the drop, and now the range. So let's dive in and take a look at what's happening here. What I look for in these heat map charts is the cascade, whether it's cascading up or cascading down. Typically, I think most people use cascading for like a waterfall, cascading, like falling down, but I don't know what to call it when it goes up, so I'm just going to use that term too. You can see here, there's a bunch of buy orders, consecutive, and here you can see more consecutive buy orders driving the price up. And then you have consecutive sell orders driving the price down. Like this one, for example, that's 91. This buy order here, it's 52. So I look for those patterns. Remember though, there are counterparties. There are bulls and there are bears. They fight each other. And so it's just not one driving the price up or one driving the price down. They're just constantly battling. And sometimes one has more capital than others, or they just choose to put more capital in to move the price a certain way. So here you have a bunch of orders. This was 13. These are small, but here's a larger one, 62. This one was 50. This one was 49. So here they're deploying more capital to buy, to drive the price up. The counterparty, you can see the cascades here, sold. Here they went back, drove the price up. Here's a few consecutive ones. 42, that's a bigger one, 110, 36, and 30. Drove the price up, reached its high, and they were satisfied with what they were doing, and the counterparty went in and sold. Here's a big one, 150. Here's another big one at 161. So it's a constant battle between the bulls and the bears, and they tend to control the range. And how do you know that? It's because these spoofing walls, these red, yellow, and whitish horizontal walls that appear and disappear. So they appear, like for this one, they appear here to push the pressure down to control the price. And here you can see they appear here to encourage the price to go up. and they just keep going back and forth like that. But you notice as price drop down, they disappear. See it? They appear here and they disappear here. That's spoofing. Let's zoom way down and see what's happening with the walls. Okay, so we have a sell wall up here at 37, and we have another one that just appeared here in this right at this time here. That's around 9:30. This wall at 36.2 appeared. Here's another wall that just appeared right around this time to control the price from going up further. Right here, that is at roughly 35.7. And here's another wall that's right here. You can see all these dents spoofing here. See that? See here on the bottom, trying to prevent the price from going down. This is a pretty big one. They don't want the price to go down. This one, if you add up all these, that's let's see here, 50. That price keeps changing. Let's make it 50. 50, 78, 141, 54. So that's a pretty big wall here, trying to group of walls trying to prevent the price from going down further. So somebody doesn't want the price to go drop down. But looking down further, we see a little wall here at 34.5 roughly, at 105 in size, 34 at 220 something in size. Another not so, it's pretty decent size, about 100 in this area, in the bluish area. 100 and 101, so that's 200 combined. Then we have a thin wall here at 33, that's 249. A pretty large size wall here at 32, at 459, I think. Yeah, something like that. Let's go down further. Huge thick wall here at around $30,000. I'm not sure if I covered the one at 31. I think so. 390 in size. But down here in the 30,000 zone, we have two thick walls, one at 400 and one at 1,369. So that's roughly almost 1,800 in there, around 30. So somebody's expecting price to drop down here, and they're getting ready for it. Let's go down further. 29, we have 249 in size. At 28, we have whoa, let's look here. What's going on there, buddy? Hold on. That looks like I need to 349, 337. Yeah. Man, those numbers are small. I need reading glasses. So 349 here at 29,000. If you have at 28,000, you have 357. Let's see how far it goes down. 25. We saw some of these walls yesterday. At 25,000, we have 232 in size. 24, we have a small one, 65 or so. All the way down to 22,000 at 113. At 21,000 at 114. I think it'll go lower. Yep, 20,000 at 211, and just above that, 66. So yeah, we got some. Let's zoom out completely. Yeah, we have a lot of zoom out. You don't see as much detail, but they consolidate them, so you can see right there. Current price lines right here. Not much happening up here, but you see the bluish bands here. That's the lighter blue. And you have some up here all the way up to 38, and you have bands down here. But you notice this is more shaded. Like the shades are more. I'm not sure what you call that, but it's more granular. It goes from light to dark. But down here it goes like in bands, and then you have some dark bands. Light band, dark band, but here it's more gradual. That means that there's various sell orders up here. They could be spoof, and some of them are real. So it's interesting. So that pretty much wraps up our quick update on Bitcoin on the hourly perspective. If this added value to you, go ahead and smash the like, ring my bell, and hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video later today. Take care.